This is Marcel Williams here with Elliott Wave Source, the #1 source for your Elliott Wave technical analysis. Today is April 2nd, 2013, and I'll be covering a few key pairs for us today, the Euro Yen and the Aussie Yen. Starting with the Euro Yen, we see that right now we're currently working in a correction. We finished that at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulses up. And the reason I feel as if this is the fifth wave, that this last wave right here is the fifth, is because of the divergence within the RSI. RSI usually measures momentum, and as we see, the momentum has stalled, but yet price action kept moving up, which is a strong indication that that is the fifth wave. Volume is usually lower in the fifth wave. Then we see that we completed a here, and it should be BC. This should be our C wave, but this is too choppy to be a C. The B wave is usually the choppiest of the bunch, so with that in turn would make this a A within that smaller cycle, and then this would be that B, and then the C in that smaller cycle should end somewhere around here. Now as we go down the smaller time frame, let's take a closer look. So that A wave mentioned before, and then we see the A within that A wave, and if we see this choppy movement, which I has pegged as a B wave, we see that that had to pass the 90% level on the Fibonacci retracement, which would indicate that this is a flat correction. Flat corrections usually start at 90%, and generally they end at 138% of the initial A wave. So we could see this price move further down, and that would be somewhere around 115. So let's take a closely analyze that to see what's going to happen in days to come. But after that, then we should see prices come back up generally around this area. Flat corrections are usually equal in length, so we should see generally around this area, unless it's an extended flat, then by which that C wave should be 168 of A, or it could be 61.8% of the A wave. Now I'll turn our attention to the Aussie Yen. I'll just start on the daily chart to get a look at things. And then in zooming in, we see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We see that divergence happening as touched upon in the Euro Yen, which would indicate that this is the 5 wave. And then if we go down smaller time frame, we see that's the starting at the 2 wave. See that 1 and the 2 wave. We see that 3, that 4, and then that 5th wave right here, going down even further. And we see after that 5th wave, we see that A. So this is a wave. Then a rather extended B wave. Currently working on that C wave. So that's that first ABC within that whole correction. As we see, this pair is a bit behind the Euro Yen. As we saw, the Euro Yen had dropped a lot more than this pair, so we could kind of use that to our advantage and know that this pair should fall off significantly. So now as we go down and we look, we see that within this, we see that appears to be a 1. So this appears to be the C, and then that's that 1, 2 ends here, and then 3. So now we could currently still be working on that 3 wave, or it could as well be over. The C wave should at least be 100% of the A, of the 1 rather, but it could also be that 161.8 fib. So we just keep our eyes on this pair to watch what it do in the days to come, but overall looking for price to move lower in these pairs, in the yen crosses. That's the daily covering of the pairs. You guys could just feel free to contact us if you need to speak to anyone within the chat room, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Bye-bye.